Welcome. This is part 32 of my honest read of my heart release about God of the Alls. My name is J.C. Worthington. This part 32 was written on March 14th at about 4:46 p.m. As always, I'll be doing a little bit of review first, and then we'll go on to part 32. And a little bit of forward at the end. Into part 33. God as the all, as our maintaining self, universe all, as life itself, as human beings and humanity, as God, is God as defined within this heart release about God of the Alls. God must always remain the all of freedom, pure truth, health, strength, help, pleasure, independence building, honesty, and life itself. That must always allow the everything of illusion, falsehood, disease, weakness, harm, hurt, control, manipulation, and death itself. Absolute freedom within whole pure truth to always maintain God as the all of freedom, pure truth, health, strength, help, pleasure, independence building, honesty, and life itself. Because God must always remain only the all, while allowing the everything, so as to always remain only the all that is freedom, and the all that is pure truth, and the all that is health, and the all that is strength, and the all that is help, and the all that is pleasure, and the all that is independence building, and the all that is honesty, and the all that is life itself, and the all that is God, as defined within this heart release about God of the Alls. Start part 32. God is freedom. That is freedom. That is freedom of spirit and soul. That is liberty and justice for all. That is independence building freedom within pure truth. That is God's freedom and human beings' free will. That is freedom to help another human being or living thing. That is the pleasure of pure, true freedom and free will. That is honest freedom. That is the freedom of life itself. That is spiritual and religious freedom. That is the freedom of faith. That is the free acceptance of God. That is the freedom of love. That is the freedom of hospitality. That is the freedom of qatar, shalom, aloha, and charity. That is the freedom of the emptiness from the everything's mind-centered muck. That is peace on earth and goodwill and free will to all of humankind. That is the freedom of community. That is the freedom of family. That is the freedom of self. That is the freedom to choose the everything of non-maintaining self or the all of maintaining self. That is the freedom allowed to the everything to act within the illusion. That is the freedom allowed to the everything to act within illusion, falsehood, disease, weakness, harm, hurt, control, manipulation, and death itself. By acting as the everything alone, or by adding the everything to the all in illusion's name, game, and fame, so as to smear just enough of the all's freedom, pure truth, health, pleasure, let me start again. So as to smear just enough of the all's freedom, pure truth, health, strength, help, pleasure, independence building, honesty, and life itself in with the everything's illusion, so as to maintain non-maintaining illusion and to maintaining freedom. That is the freedom of God as our maintaining self universal, as the all of life itself, as freedom, as God, as the all, as defined within this heart release about God of the alls. That is God and freedom. That is freedom as God. That is the free will of Muhammad and Jesus Christ and Moses and Abraham and Buddha and Confucius and Krishna and those who were instead the everything's tools and fools and illusion-headed human everything mules. I'm going to repeat that just to make sure that's clear. That is the free will of Muhammad and Jesus Christ and Moses and Abraham and Buddha and Confucius and Krishna and those who were instead the everything's tools and fools and illusion-headed human everything mules. That is the freedom of God's will and free will that is blessed upon humanity as both human free will and quantum randomness. And quantum randomness, which both are reflective of the pure true image of God. That is the freedom of God Almighty, of Jehovah, of Yahweh, of God with a capital G, of Brahma, of Shiva, of the Great Spirit, of Allah, for the all of hospitality and free will, and Qatar. That is the freedom of free meditation, to free one's mind. That is the freedom of assembly of church and synagogue and temple, and bowing and praying and kneeling to face blessed and kneeling to face blessed Mecca. That is the freedom of God. God is pure truth. Excuse me for a minute. God is pure truth that is pure truth. This will start the next part. Start one more time. God is pure truth that is pure truth. That is the pure truth of spirit and soul. That is the pure truth of honesty. I'm going to start one more time again. One more time, excuse me. An honest read. God is pure truth that is pure truth. That is the pure truth of spirit and soul. That is the pure truth of honesty for all. That is free pure truth. That is pure truth freedom. That is God's pure truth. That is pure truth's God. That is the pure truth of helping a child or adult to pure truth. That is the pure truth, light of the day. That is the pure truth unveiled as to everything's muck is given pure truth. That is liberty and justice, or liberty and pure truth, honesty and fairly to all. Okay. I didn't have my place properly marked in here where I wanted to change for some reason, but that's because this is an honest read. Blessings to you and freedom to you within pure truth and within your spirit and soul. Maintaining freedom as always more, forevermore. Blessings upon us all. Blessings of freedom. Maintaining.